ahoy, ahoy, polloi, and welcome back to the Rec Room Radio Hour podcast. This week we're going to be sitting down with one of the best up-and-coming bands in the local area, LoBrau. Steve George, Wade Fausey, and Riegel will be sitting down and talking to us about their early years here in the central Susquehanna Valleys, how they kind of amalgamated into this really diverse and dynamic three-piece band out of the Sunbury area. We're going to listen to 4 cuts off of their new album that was released a month ago called Spruce Street, and it's available on all streaming services right now. And we're going to kick the evening off with one of the tunes off of Spruce Street, Off the Ranch, here on the Rec Room Radio Hour podcast. Welcome back to the Rec Room Radio Hour podcast, and I am ecstatic because one of my favorite bands in the area is in the studio with me today, and it's LoBrau, and we have been playing. We got the opportunity to play tracks from their new album Spruce Street about a month before they released it, and if we had enough material from them, I'd just make a whole 2-hour show of their stuff. I really enjoyed it, and got to see them live down at Ripstein's, and they impressed me to the point of unbridled enthusiasm because they play a 2-hour set of all original music. Ecstatic, man. So, gentlemen, welcome to the Rec Room Radio Hour podcast.
Thanks for having us.
Oh my gosh, thank you for coming up here. So you made the trip up from where? Sunbury. All right. And, offered to come down, but you guys wanted to see the big city of Williamsport, I guess. So,
absolutely. Yeah. Taste of the city.
Oh yeah, man. This is the hub of activity here. So let's go around the room. That way we can put voices to names, and and then we'll go back and figure out where everybody's from and all that. So we're going to start from my left and go. And so you're up. Who are you? And
hey, this is Steve George, guitar player, and nice to be here.
Great to have you, my friend. It really is. And you've got an interesting background, from what I understand. So we're gonna talk about that a little bit. You're up, my friend.
Hi, I'm Riegel, and I am the bass player and singer of LoBrau.
I played bass in high school in a garage band. Why is it so hard for some people to sing and play bass at the same time? Because you do it, and you do a great job at it. And I don't know, some people say, I can't sing and play bass at the same time.
I still feel it's really hard to do.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know what, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. It's nerve-wracking. I don't know, you just have to sit down and practice. So
yeah, that's the key to everything.
That's all I really do is I slow things down.
Yeah.
Play it slow and work it up. That's my method.
Cool. Well, that's a good method. So, and last but certainly not least,
Wade Fausey. I am the lead drummer of LoBrau.
Yes. A man of few words too, right?
Oh yeah.
Lead drummer.
Well, that's Okay, so are you all from this area? Are you all from like the what I call the Susquehanna Valleys? Are you all like born and bred here? So, Steve, where are you from?
Yep. Northumberland area.
Norrie?
Norrie, yeah.
Okay.
So, from the Susquehanna Valley area.
Okay.
And
so when did the music bug bite? When did you get started on all this?
oh boy, so it was really early. I actually played piano and guitar around like age 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
And it was probably around like 5 or 6 that I started taking to the guitar. And, I took lessons at Haynes Music from Gladys Wieland.
Okay. Now, where's Haynes Music?
I was in Shamokin Dam on the strip. A little.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, like early on, and then I played saxophone for a while. And then I came back to the guitar in like my early teens, 10, 11, 12. And yeah, that was that.
Okay. So did you have like garage bands or bands in high school, or were you just a bedroom player?
I did. I played in a punk band in high school, actually.
What time frame we talking about? What year we talking about?
So this would have been like 2003, 2004-ish. And, I just wasn't, I didn't make it too long in that scene. It just, I was into maybe a little bit different kind of music, and I certainly like and still listen to all that music. But so I got kicked out of the punk band. And here we are,
and listening to your stuff, there's a little bit of an edge, like that kind of punk edge to your. I mean, it's not blatant punk, but there's that punk edge to your stuff,
right?
And so it's interesting how you carry some of that stuff around. Unless the next guys we're going to talk to are really into punk.
Sure. And but, I will say this though, and so. My dad, from an early age, took me to a lot of really, really cool shows. Like I got to see Doc Watson.
No.
When I was young, Pat Martino.
Oh my God.
Just like all these really cool guys that I didn't really even understand at the time. But I do remember which ones I thought, like, I was maybe like 10. I don't really remember how old, but guys like Doc Watson, they're just impressive.
Yeah.
So that, I think seeing people like that, at a young age was like, okay,
Yeah.
I like this more than sports or whatever.
Yeah. Do you have a musical family? Mom, dad, sisters, brothers, musicians? Or?
Not necessarily. My dad plays some guitar,
Okay.
and my brother plays drums.
Okay.
But yeah, just growing up in church, though, I did hear a lot of like 1-4-5 progressions.
Mm-hmm.
So still to this day, like when I listen to bluegrass or country stuff, I think they're pretty closely related, except for the lyrical content.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Saturday night music and Sunday morning music.
There's a thin line between Saturday night and Sunday morning.
Right.
So, I mean, look at Little Richard. Little Richard. Well, most of the '50s, the blues guys and those early rock, they all Jerry Lee Lewis and all, they all grew up in the gospel, and then, boom. So there is a thin line between Saturday night and Sunday morning. But your dad wins cool points for taking you to Doc Watson.
Sure.
That's really cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so after the punk band, then what?
So I was playing with like some other friends, and then me and Hoy went to high school together, and he was maybe a grade or two above me, and he was just like an active musician.
Okay, so Hoy is now joining the picture.
Right. He was much more active, and I seen him play in different bands, in high school and stuff. And I always thought, hey, he's pretty good,
Yeah. Well,
So
it must be for you guys to stick around and say, okay, so
not too long after that, I graduate, and he's playing in a band, and I'm playing with some people, and we were like having these jam sessions at this house, and one thing led to another, and we ended up getting a little group together. Yeah.
So Hoy, I woke him up. So, where are you from? Where's home? Where'd you grow up?
Born and raised in Sunbury.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Musical family, mom, dad, sisters, brothers.
My brothers were.
Oh, really?
Are. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. My brothers are. My oldest brother is a music teacher.
Oh, really?
In Hanover, but he played trumpet growing up in a marching band.
Yeah.
And then my other brother, he's a drummer.
Yeah.
Marching too, and I joined the band too. But my one brother, he was in like bands, like he was in like the indie scene and all that.
Okay.
He's in all these bands and did all that kind of cool stuff. So to me, like I'm 5 years younger, so I'm like, oh, that's the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
So I want to do that too. And I asked him, I said, I want to be in a band. What should I play? And he goes, play the bass. We can never find a bass player. And I literally was like, okay, well, what's that? Next. And then, he just started showing me all kinds of music. Both my brothers showed me all kinds of music, all over the place. From, they were into jazz music, marching band music. Like, I learned the most in marching band, honestly, about music. Like, I had a really good drum teacher. I was a drummer.
Yeah.
And so, I got to learn about
Did you start on drums?
No.
Okay.
No,
so
I started playing bass when I was like 12. I think I bugged my dad to get me one. And,
Cool.
So I got one.
Okay. So you started with bass, but you played drums in the marching band in school then, correct?
Yeah, I joined band, and that's where I kind of got like my most musical knowledge from. Was just they make you learn things when you you have to like read and all that.
Do you find, I'm going to ask you the reverse question when it's your time here, buddy. Did you find that playing drums, even in the marching band, helps you kind of get in the pocket with the rhythm section with Wade? I mean,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Because like what we did there, they forced it down your throat to practice with the metronome. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So you had to have a good time. I'm talking about marching band now.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah.
And like I played bass 2 in the bass line my freshman year. So like basically you're marching in time all the time. Your feet are going with the beat. So a lot of my notes were like on the E's and the U's, so like 1 Eana, 2 Eana,
right,
when you're counting. So like syncopation's getting like slammed into me by doing this, by marching in time and playing all these offbeats and splits as we called them. Mm-hmm. I'm sure they still call them that. I don't know. Yeah. I haven't been around that stuff in so long. Yeah. But I learned a lot about what I learned there. I basically flipped it over to the bass style too. Like for like slap and stuff. That's basically percussion anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, cool. That's interesting because you guys I mean, you guys have a really tight rhythm section, just the bass guitarist. The bass and the drummer, excuse me. But I mean, you guys as a compact 3-piece, I mean, are just in the pocket. So, well, cool. So, all right. So now we've got Hoy up to where you are. So you guys are jamming at home, playing in bands together. Is that?
Yeah. So Hoy would have had some earlier band experience than me.
Okay.
So more in like the punk type scene, you know.
Yeah.
So he had played some shows. You know, when we played our first shows, that was probably like my first band shows, you know, ever. So,
but he was a veteran.
He was a veteron at that point, yeah. So it made me feel more comfortable.
2010 when you and I started playing together.
Yep.
Man.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So when did you pick up this fella here?
I bumped into him via a different band.
Okay.
There was like a thing up on Facebook from some friends of mine and said, we need a bass player for this band. And I said, I play bass because I wasn't doing anything at the moment. And okay. And that's how I met him.
All right. So wait. Okay, go ahead.
They asked me if I knew of any bass players, and I said the only good guy that I know is Hoy Riegel. I was surprised that they didn't offer him first, but
I didn't know this.
So wait, where are you from? Where is home?
I was born and raised in Sunbury all my life.
Okay. So you guys are within shouting distance of each other growing up. Are you all about the same age? I mean, you guys went to high school together, and you all about the same age then?
He's the youngin.
Yeah,
Is he the young guy?
Yeah, I'm 25.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I wasn't trying to get you to 25.
It's a good age.
That's a good age. I'd do 25. So did you start playing drums? Did you start playing bass?
I started playing drums when I was 5 years old.
No kidding.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yeah, I got my first set of drums when I was 5. It all started from my dad worked at Woodmode and was buddies with a guy who was in a band called Whisker Biscuit at the time.
Okay.
I think his name was Harry, but he played drums, and the one time we went there to see him at like a Toys for Tots benefit or whatever, and while they were taking a break or whatever, I asked him if I could play his drums, and I was beating on him, and he went up to my dad and told my dad I got rhythm, and my dad was like, "You got too many beers in you." And then word got to my Nana, and she got me a pair of drums at Christmas, and then years later.
So you've been a drummer from day one. Then.
Yep.
Didn't go to the dark side and play bass or anything like that?
Well, I dabbled here and there in the middle.
Okay.
Like I play guitar
Yeah.
and stuff, but nothing
Cool.
significant.
Yeah. So got the drums at an early age. Were you in bands like in high school or
Yeah.
marching band?
Yeah, like from let's say around 10th grade to graduation, and then maybe like 2 years after out of school, I started playing with kids I grew up with. And one thing led to another, and we played. He was related to people that threw like local festivals and stuff, and we played like one festival together, and then that's all that led to.
Okay. So we're gonna go back. Like influences. What's your wheelhouse? I mean, what kind of sparked and continues to spark you as a drummer, or who?
John Bonham.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, I watched the Led Zeppelin movie one time.
Yeah.
I seen him doing the drum solos, and then it went to him driving a drag car.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm all about.
Okay.
So,
Can't get much better than Bonzo. So yeah, cool. You wheelhouse influence. I mean, I was like, what's your inspiration? But I mean, who inspires you? Who keeps you going?
Where did it start, or where am I at now?
I don't care.
I don't know. I started learning as much as I could by like the Chili Peppers and stuff.
Okay.
So, I mean, Flea, that's where my early influence was.
All right.
Early, I got lucky once when I was real real young and playing still. I think I was only like 15, and like I went to a music store and there was a Jaco Pastorius instructional DVD.
Oh, cool.
And like I just picked that up because I had like Bass Player magazine. I read and like, oh, he's a good jazz bassist, and then I got like the full effect from that. It was like, oh god, this is a whole other level of bass player.
Oh yeah,
I didn't know, because I was very young. I like Matt Freeman from Rancid.
Okay.
Matt Freeman and like Fat Mike from NoFX. Like I just like how they play in totally different styles than what I play, and I just enjoy that music a lot.
Cool.
Mike Watt from Minutemen, I like him a lot, and Pincus from Butthole Surfers. I think he's pretty cool, like in that era, that band.
Cool.
Yeah, I could go on forever. Kachow, the upright, there's upright players and stuff. I like all that too. Like he's like a Cuban upright player.
Okay.
He wrote Oye Como Va, I think. He's the original writer of that.
What's his name again?
Kachow, Israel Kachow Lopez.
I'd have to look that up.
Yeah, I think he might have passed away.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he was like one of the upright bass player that like started playing the mambo first, as they say. Like that's his claim.
Steve, where's your wheelhouse? Your spark that keeps on sparking here.
So just a good mix of stuff, like I like some jazz stuff and some bluegrass stuff, but then, I like big fan of Grateful Dead, Allman Brothers, that kind of stuff. And I will say this, like when me and Hoy first started playing, some of the first stuff that we jammed on was like Miles Davis stuff, which was really unconventional for like, it was just different. And we started playing My Favorite Things, just stuff like that instrumentally. And then it kind of grew from there to where it was like, oh, you guys gotta have some vocals to your songs to do more stuff. But yeah, so just anything with good guitar. Like I can even appreciate all kinds of shreddy stuff if it's,
What a diversified though, cause my point with asking, what's your inspiration, your wheelhouse, is that you guys have a very broad palette.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I think that's evident in what you guys are laying down on these tracks. You go from everything from Jerry to Jaco to Bonzo to, and I'll admit a lot of the Flea and all this guys, okay, that's not in my wheelhouse, but that's just a really wide palette of influences that are coming into you guys. So that's really cool. I heard a rumor, and I don't know if it's true, so you can educate me. Did you play with Willie Jack and the Northern Lights?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, I did.
Tell me about that.
Sure. So, it was just like a point in the mid 2010s where, I wasn't really doing anything, and I did some gigs with Jeff, and then they asked me to, and that was really cool, doing the Bears picnics and stuff, and getting to meet some of those people and just play those big stages. And, I will say this though, I don't consider myself a bass player. Mm-hmm. I guess,
Did you play bass with them?
I did. I played bass with them. So it was just like, it was a completely different thing. And that was cool, so it's nice now to be playing guitar, but I noticed that through that time period, I did develop a relationship with my top 4 strings.
Yeah.
So.
And it's a good relationship.
Absolutely, yeah.
Wow. Okay, I always like doing these because you learn something. Somebody had said, well, you played with Willie Jack and the Northern Lights, but I didn't know you played bass for that. How long were you with them?
It would have been like 3-4 years, something like that. Yeah.
Cool. Wow. That's a really credible background to play with them. That's pretty cool. Any big background musical projects that we should know about in your past?
I played in a bunch of bands. There's a band called Jawhorse. I played in that. That was more like a thrashy band.
Okay.
That was real fun.
Yeah.
My brother and I, back in the day, we were in a band called 5 Mile Drive. People liked that a lot.
Cool.
For as little bit as it was, because that was my brother joined the Army, right? When And then he got out 4 years later. Then we started this band. I was 17, and they were all like 5 and 10 years older than me. I thought he was joking when he asked me to do it at first.
Yeah.
And we did it, and it was really cool and had a neat following. And then he's like, I'm going back to the Army. So it was, it was like, this was, oh, but I did a bunch of projects off and on all the way. I was always just playing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jaw Horse, that was a real fun one. That was just like a party, like, just thrash band. It was so fun.
Cool.
And with him as well, in our band, Shizzle Tank. It's the dumbest name of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't want that name.
No. Sometimes you choose the name, sometimes the name chooses you.
Yeah,
or
it got
something
us,
like that,
and it got us. We had a lot of good shows in that. That was a fun run. We just.
So wait, any cool bands, any cool projects that you were in before this?
No, nothing really materialized except for Shizzletang, and then yep.
Cool.
One thing led to another, and then
All right, so
LoBrau
this brings us up to you guys getting together, and you guys started in 2019, correct? Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Is that what it was? Okay.
Yeah.
it seems so
Seems
long
like
ago.
yesterday.
I mean, time flies.
And the pandemic in the middle of all that, too.
Yeah.
I mean, it just that.
You're like the third or fourth band that I've interviewed that they started like 2019 and then pandemic, and so how'd you guys get together?
So we all like kind of knew each other. I had played with Hoy previously, and I'd jammed with Wade a couple of times, and I think that these guys, they were
Well, yeah, like him and I played in a group called Garbage Cat.
right.
Right? Did we ever change the name of that band? We always kept it that.
I think that's what it was called.
It was
So
Garbage Cats.
yeah.
If anybody remembers that.
Okay.
But we did that, and we played a lot off and on, and all these other, like, we'd fill in for, what was that, Ian and, why can't I think of their name?
Duck Duck Goose.
Yes, like we'd
Right.
fill in for them together too.
Oh,
Like
okay.
we get roped into a lot of those shows because somebody
Me
would be,
too.
in and out, and him too. And then him and I did the other gig, the Shizzle gig, and then him and I went and decided one day, like, we want to do something different. It's not working. There's a lot of infighting. We just band dramas.
Yep,
And
yep.
him and I said, screw it, let's just do something different. And we got a hold of him, and we even got a hold of another buddy. We were going to do 2 guitars, but it just worked out better with just Steve.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's, the classic 3-piece, although you guys really don't present as the classic 3-piece, which, how do I put this? You guys have a dynamic that, each of you has like this little dynamic thing going on. It's really impressive, and you've got to see you live to appreciate that. You're a unique 3-piece band from, at least in my opinion. So yeah, I think a second guitar. I don't know. I don't think you need it because
It clashed, right?
Yeah.
It clashed, and that's basically like you said. We don't need it, and that's basically what I said too. I was like, well, with him, we don't really need it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just how I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got back together. We all got together and started jamming and putting some stuff together. And then, really, I think what started us playing was like we started playing at the Roadhouse, Route 61 Roadhouse in Sunbury, and
Oh yeah.
so I think at the time, like I might have been doing some like Wednesday night stuff there or something. So we got a gig there, and yeah, it went from there, and we played there throughout 2019, some other places too.
Mm-hmm.
And then, then pandemic. And
Yeah.
and
That was
so during that period though, like we just tried to hang in there and have something to show for when it was all over,
Yeah. That Route 61 Roadhouse is a really great place. I played there once at a songwriters thing that Bob Randall put together. That was a really nice venue.
Super cool.
Yeah,
it's
super
just
cool.
neat that it was right in the center. You're right in the center of the
I think
place.
that
Like
was just-
you almost couldn't be ignored there. That's
Right. Right. Yeah.
like it was neat because then you'd like turn over this way and there's somebody. Oh, they're watching.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's cool. You could just walk up and watch a band like that.
Yeah. So we get through the pandemic, and you guys really kind of started taking off. So we're in 2023. 21 we're still, you know, mired in the pandemic. 2022 you guys start taking off. You recorded one album before the Spruce Street, correct?
Sure. So in 2020, actually, it would have been January of 2020. Everything's still going on.
Yeah.
And we went into 8 days a week to do the basic tracks.
Mm-hmm.
So then 2 months later, all this stuff happened, and I don't think we were able to get in to finish it until like July. Maybe.
Yeah, July, like we got, you know, we went in there
To do like the overdubs and stuff.
If you guys want to do it, and you're not, you know, hacking all over me
Right.
here, you know.
Yeah.
Come on in and finish it. So.
Cool. Well, we played in with we're going to feature songs off of your new album Spruce Street that we're going to talk about in the next segment. We started with Off the Ranch that we've played a couple times on the radio show, and now we're going to play a song called Monkey Milk. So set that up, tee it up. Who's the primary songwriter? Do you guys write together? Or how's it work for you guys?
Well, it's kind of like collaborative. Like he'll have a riff or riffs or maybe 2 or 3 parts,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, sometimes I'll take them home. Like we usually record every practice, so if there's ideas and we all got them, and then we can do our homework.
Yeah.
And well, the first song you played was
Off the Range.
that one was pretty much based off of my bass line. I wrote the bass line. I didn't like structure the whole thing though, did I? I think then the whole thing, like when we put it together, was like, okay, this is how long we're gonna do this part and that part. That was more constructed all together. But with Monkey Milk, then that it's a goofy title, but
No, it's not.
it's I like it. But,
I do too.
It's got nothing to do with the lyrics or anything like that.
Which is cool. That's
yeah.
a Dylan thing, man. You know?
Right, and even Off the Ranch, same case.
Yeah.
Like, got nothing to do with lyrics.
Which
Just,
I lo-
what do you call this song? Okay, it's that.
Exactly.
And they all just drop out of like a conversation or like a joke or something.
Yeah.
Or something that made us laugh on TV.
Yeah.
As was the case of Monkey Milk, something made us laugh on TV.
Yeah.
And he wrote pretty much, you had that.
That was so that was like that one's a guitar riff.
That's a guitar
yeah.
song, definitely.
So yeah, it's wherever the best idea comes from, and then we'll kick it around.
Yeah.
Lyric wise, that's me. I might have a couple lines, or Wade might have a couple ideas here and there, but it's mainly that stuff's getting done by Hoy.
Oh, really?
So
Yeah.
He's
yeah, step into his
So you're
mind.
the Neil Peart of
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
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 Usually it's the drummer that does that. No, it's,
I've been in bands where something, drummers wrote some of the lyrics and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and they were fun.
Yeah.
That's another band I was in, Mysterious Black Helicopters. That was that drummer wrote lyrics.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So Monkey Milk, which the title has nothing to do with the song, which is cool. Off of LoBrau's album that has just come out last month.
Yep.
Yeah, Spruce Street and Monkey Milk on the Rec Room Radio Hour podcast. Monkey Milk off of Spruce Street by LoBrau. How'd you come up with the name? So,
Oh, so that came...
it's not as good as Shizzle... What?
Tang.
Shizzle Tang. I think you should have just carried that over. Where'd LoBrau come from?
Oh, so that came from Wade. I'm not sure. You'll have to ask him. Wade, where'd you come up with the name LoBrau?
I don't know. It was a name for like a motorcycle parts company. No,
Really?
We just spelled it different.
Because somebody asked me, said, where's the name come from? Is it like, is it like a truncated Lowenbrow? I'm like, I don't know. I'll ask him.
Once we spelled it different, then we were like, it's the beer.
Well, I will admit, I have misspelled LoBrau a number of times, and I have to go back and say, okay, I did spell that wrong. So cool. So Monkey Milk off of Spruce Street. So you recorded this where?
8 days a week.
8 days a week.
In Northumberland.
Yeah, with
Paul Smith.
Paul Smith. Okay. And your first album, which is called
Self-Entitled.
Say again?
Self-Entitled.
Self-Entitled.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a cool name for an album. Self-Entitled. Is it like I'm supposed to self-entitle the album myself, or what?
Well, I wish I had the album cover here, because really it just goes with the picture on it. There's these old cigarette ads where people were smiling, men and women, and they had like a black eye.
Oh, Carrington.
Yes.
Rather fight than swim.
Yes, yeah. And basically I designed that whole album by basically chopping up an old magazine I found from the 70s with all these funny ads and stuff.
Yeah.
And I just I cut and pasted and scanned it. But I took a picture of a guy and the woman. They're both smiling there, and they got those black eyes, and I just put self-entitled. Because I thought it was like, these people are, it's kind of like a spoof on people that beat the crap out of each other for no good reason. And it's like where do you come off,
Cool. Yeah. So both of them were down at 8 days a week with Paul Smith, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So you said that your writing is kind of, and correct me if I'm wrong, your writing is kind of almost like you get a riff, you jam, and then kind of build the song from that. How do you approach your recording?
Sure. So I will say this too. Even during like the pandemic, and maybe even before that, we kind of got into this thing where if I was at home and I got a riff, I would use a drum machine and kind of come up with a bare bones thing. And then so that these guys would have some kind of idea of what it was, then we'd come in and jam on it. Then it changes, always for the better, once you do collaborative stuff. So yeah, we kind of had been working on some new stuff, and we just thought, hey, these are good songs, let's get in and record them, get them down. So, yeah.
Yeah. So you have the song, do you have the song pretty much structured, everything before you walk in the studio, or are you guys doing...
Yeah, for sure. On this particular one, even to the point where I kind of had a pretty good idea of how many guitar parts I wanted on each song. Mm-hmm. Is it just going to be... because the way we did the tracks was we all play at once.
Okay, so you guys play together.
Yeah, the basic tracks are live.
Yeah. Okay.
And then...
Now you playing with a click, or...
No.
Really?
No click.
Cool. Wow.
Yeah, so this is just getting in the room and get that good take.
Get the drum, bass, and guitar
together, yeah. And then we go from there. And then, some of the stuff... so on the first recording... I think the only really other stuff I added was maybe like a little slide part and then solos. Mm-hmm. So this one I really wanted to explore adding some other rhythm textures to the mix, and I was really happy with how that stuff came out. I thought it sounded really cool.
Yeah.
So and then there's the solos, which everybody loves. Doing solos. So.
Yeah. Yeah, and you knocked all the solos out like one take for the most part.
Yeah.
Was there any that you had to redo? Because I don't remember it.
There was maybe one that Paul said, that's pretty good, but, let's try another. So
that part went quicker.
Yeah, it was, and that's so fun when you get in a studio and it's happening.
Yeah.
Whew. Yeah. That's awesome. That's a good feeling.
I just love that you guys, you do the basic tracks playing live. I mean, that's,
Yeah.
Yeah. without a click track. But I mean,
I think
that's old school. That's how they used to do it, man.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I think the fact that, like, we started as a live band and still play live frequently, it's like the songs have to be playable live as well.
Our band's running into the same thing. It's like, oh man, I want to put horns on this. And it's like, no, because we don't have a horn section when we play out.
Yeah.
So that begs the question then, did you approach this as like, okay, this is going to be our album and that, or is this like, and I think I already know the answer to this, but I'm going to ask the question anyhow. Or did you want this to be like, this is a representation of what we do live, and this is our business card? I'm not.
I'd say a mix of both because
I would say the first one was more of the representation.
Okay.
The self-entitled. It was like, hey, this is what we sound like. I think for this one, for the new one, we just put in more thought.
Okay.
And we kind of tried to pick the song, which songs are the best, which ones have developed from playing them live, that kind of stuff. So yeah, absolutely. And I had a blast with it on a personal level. And as soon as we get done, this happened both times, we get these new ideas that crop up. So right now we're like in the midst of working on 4 new songs.
Yeah, 4 new ones, and then we also have.
We had some new stuff that didn't make it on there too.
Yeah, like that's honestly because Sheeple. That's old.
Sheeple
that's probably from when did we do that? 2010.
Yeah, that's
when him and I were playing together. So that's like one of these old ones we dug up, and he liked it. So I was like, let's just keep going with that.
Cool. So Sheeple is the oldest song on the album. Then is what I'm hearing, or
it might be.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd say
right?
That's the instrumental. Yeah.
Okay.
And
go ahead.
I was gonna say, and I guess you could say all the way up to like the most present one would be Off the Ranch. I think was probably the most present one. Freaks, that was a relatively new one.
Yeah.
There's like a mix.
Yeah.
A few years on that album.
So you've done most of the tracks on this album. You've played live for a while then, correct? I mean,
yeah. So like coming back after the pandemic into live situations, like we'd been slogging it out, getting it in. So some of the songs were pretty fully developed and probably pretty much stayed that way. Maybe they changed a little bit in the live situation with like how long's the solo or an extra jam or something, but pretty formulated. But then what happened also was like Off the Ranch was written right around that time. So like he brought that in, we finished it, and like a week later we were playing it out. That was really cool and something we've been trying to do more of now. As
soon as like we feel it's done, and
play it and see if
just go
see if it syncs or not.
That's right. Yeah.
And it doesn't always work out because I think, and this is my personal opinion, but when we first did the other new one that the slap on, what's it called? Why am I?
Get Up.
I'm drawing a blank on my own stuff. But when we first did Get Up, we did that as well. Like, just get out there. But I felt like I bombed it real bad. But I was like, you know what? I'm over that now. And like the next time, there was like no psychology behind playing that song. That's just for me as a singer and bass player that really, I don't mess with you when you're, here's the new one, and no one can usually tell when you're messing up, but you think they hear it all.
Yeah. And nobody knows your mistakes, but the most important person does, and that's you.
Yeah. It's like, I kind of check too, like see if I'm getting like a brow from one of them, like a raised eyebrow or something. Well, they didn't catch either, so I'm all right. So cool.
So let's listen to the most seasoned song on the album Spruce Street, and that's Sheeple. And you said that's been hanging around since when? 2010, you said?
Yeah, around that time frame.
Okay, cool. Anything you want to tee up with Sheeple? I mean, other than the connotations of the title, I guess.
Enjoy.
Well, we certainly will. This is LoBrau off their album Spruce Street and their song called Sheeple on the Rec Room Radio Hour podcast. Sheeple. We did enjoy it, by the way, and off of Spruce Street from LoBrau. And so again, I if you guys had enough material, man, I do a 2-hour show of your stuff. It is just it really is good. It really is good. You guys should be proud of this effort. It really is good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So gigs, what do you guys got coming up here? You guys got a pretty good schedule from what I've seen on your Facebook and website. So
We do. We're actually taking part of April off so that Wade can go trout fishing. So
okay, hold on.
a little R&R, you know.
Oh, no, that's good. Okay,
It
so
is good, yeah.
So where are we trout fishing at?
Potter County.
Okay, all right. So like the
That's all
whole
I'm gonna
county,
say.
like just you just gonna stay up there or
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, my buddy's got a camp.
Yeah?
Yep.
You fly fish or
Yep.
No kidding.
Yep. I do it all.
Yeah?
Yep.
So I mean, are you an avid fisherman or is this something like, we're just gonna go fish?
Nope. I do it. In the season, I do it like at least like 2 times a week.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you fish at down here?
Pine Creek.
Okay.
My bread and butter from where I live at in Sunbury is Penns Creek,
Okay.
like Upper Penns.
Yeah. Wow, cool. So, dumb fishing question. Kayak boat, or you just stand out there with hip waders?
Waders.
Waders? Yeah, I guess most fly fishing.
It's in my name.
Say what?
It's in my name.
Aha, there you go. See, yeah, hip waders. Cool. So that's for the month of April. is
Yep.
The
April
fishing trip.
Fools, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, most of the month of April. Then we'll be back at the end of April with some stuff, like some local stuff at Bottle Works. And then like May, June, and July, we have some Williamsport stuff. We have Roscoe's.
That's a small place.
Small. I've never been there. No, it's going to be outside on the patio.
Oh, okay. All right.
So-
All right.
We have Roscoe's, the Brickyard. We're doing the Brickyard.
Cool.
We have
That's
2.
outside as well. Too.
That's
It
outside
is,
as well. And we have 2 at the bar on Market during the summer.
That's a fun place to play.
Great place. Yeah,
Yeah.
They're awesome.
Yeah, they
Super
are.
awesome.
And that's an interesting place. Have you guys have played there before, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. We played there. Oh, this was pre-pandemic, and it was just like every hour it was a different crowd.
Right. Yeah.
It circulated a lot when we played there.
Yeah.
It was awesome though. It was always the whole time. It was just packed there. It was
We
fun.
played Wolfman's Brother there, and we went on for an interminable amount because it's a fish song, and so this guy sticks his head around the corner because we were back in that thing. He goes, "Hey man, thanks for playing fish." And I was like, "Yeah." So great crowd
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Made his night. Yeah.
And you guys
Yeah.
must go over like gangbusters there.
Yeah, it was cool, man. So we're excited to go back. It's like
Good.
it's a pretty active spot, and then we have a Pier 87
Yeah.
at some point, and then we're also getting down to Harrisburg.
I saw that.
And that. So yeah,
Good for you.
just trying to. Well, I mean, we'll come play wherever within reason. You know.
Tomorrow
We're
night.
here, man. It's
Love to,
yeah. Well, I saw you guys at Ripstein's, and I just thought, how's this going to work? Because I know that you play original. You have to play originals there, that's
Right.
exclusively. I was like, and you guys 2 hours of original stuff, man.
Sure.
And, yeah.
That's awesome. See, I'd rather do that.
I-
Honestly, I like playing covers, and like the rule in our band is if we're gonna do a cover song, we'll play it if everybody likes the song. If one person doesn't like it, just throw it. There's always more to play.
Yeah.
But when he told me that, I was like, yeah, like we
Yeah.
can do that, and I was like, yeah, we can do that. It's
Yeah.
totally easy. So.
Yeah. And you guys, you said you have some new material that you've been working on. You plan on going back to the studio at some point?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
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 Get that stuff tight, and
Yeah.
it seems like playing it live helps weed out whatever any of the BS. It's like, okay, that didn't go over.
Yeah, I think the trial run for what we're gonna do, we'll probably do it in the fall or winter of later this year or early next year, I would assume, just to really get it in the show-wise and get them real tight, because it's just nice to go into the studio being comfortable with what you're going to play.
Right.
And
Well, I mean, because, last time I checked, and I don't know about you guys, you don't have a label backing you up, so nobody's paying for your studio time. We're paying for this stuff. So it's like, you want to go in and, value for money. So go in there. You hear the stories of the Beatles, they would go in and, write a song in the studio. It's like,
unheard of today for
Oh
me.
my gosh,
I can't afford that.
Yeah.
I would love to be able to afford that.
Wouldn't that be great?
Because I've spent my days in the studio instead of a day job.
Yeah, but so we're going to do something a little. We're going to try something new that kind of on the fly here, and we're going to guitar and drum nerd here for the last little bit. Steve, run down your basic live rig. What are you using right now?
Yeah, absolutely. So some kind of Fender amp.
No, wait, some kind of Fender.
That's a little vague. Okay, so
Silverface, tweed. I mean, come on. Blackface,
so generally, an amp I use a lot is a twin 100-watt twin with the overdrive channel. So it's like a twin 100 switchable down to 25. I was using a Hot Rod DeVille.
That's right.
At Ripstein's, which I still use that a lot. I have a little deluxe that I fried twice in the last couple months. So yeah, usually Fender, sometimes two of them set pretty similarly, just to kind of fill out the space. Mm-hmm. Pedals are kind of sparse, but I use a delay. It's a Boss or a Digitech hardwire delay, just for a little delay, and then kind of filter through the overdrive thing just as a boost. But I do notice that once the amps get hot, sometimes I don't really need the overdrive. For the lower volume, acoustic style gigs, I was using a fuzz, with my Gretsch for the solos, and that was pretty cool.
What Gretsch do you play?
I have a Gretsch, it's like an Electromatic 56, I'm not sure, I'd have to, single cutaway,
I didn't know if you were using a Gretsch acoustic.
No, it's an electric. No, so I play electric stuff for the, I'll use either an electric Epiphone Casino or Yeah.
Hollow bodies.
Yes, hollow body. And then for guitars, it floats around. The last couple months, I've been favoring this SG, but I always have a Telecaster with me. Usually some kind of Strat or maybe some kind of other miscellaneous guitar. And really with that, it's if I'm lucky, I'll play the same one all night.
Yeah.
But we had one gig years ago at the Roadhouse where I had 7 or 8 guitars with me. And at the end of the night, there was one left with 6 strings on it. So crazy. It scared me so bad that I think to this day I'm I'll bring 6 with me just to not have to relive that.
So
they were popping
Did you intentionally bring 7 guitars because you knew you were going to break strings?
I think maybe I had an inkling that maybe 4 wasn't going to cut it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, more.
And that was back in the days when now I try to have, if I'm taking a guitar to play to a show, have it fairly new strings. I don't like to keep the strings on for more than 2 or 3 shows because then you're really prone to pop one.
Right.
So yeah, but that's basically
what
it.
What kind of strings do you use?
DR Pure Blues 11 to 50.
Okay.
Or sometimes I'll use these. It's called the Stay in Tune SIT half wounds.
Yes.
11 to 50.
Okay.
And sometimes flat wound 10s.
Really?
Yeah.
Flat wounds.
Yeah.
But you did say that when you guys started jamming, you were doing Miles Davis and jazz
Yeah.
stuff. So
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. So, boy, what's your rig like right now?
I basically use a Fender Bassman head, but it's not a tube. It's a solid state. It just looks like a tube head, and sounds just as nice in my opinion. I know a lot of purists out there are gonna think, but hey, it sounds nice. I like that, and it's got 2 channels on it. I like the overdrive channel. That's one of the main reasons I have that. I think the overdrive sounds really nice in that, and 210 Fender cab. I really downsized the cab thing, and then the other thing I do now is I always have a Fender P bass. I use a '62 reissue.
Oh wow!
I've had that since 2010, and I got another Fender. It's like a deluxe PJ.
Yeah.
I love that, but I'm kind of rebuilding that. The neck got busted, and I'm, it's just.
What was your first bass? What was your first?
My first bass ever was a Squier P bass, and I still have the body of it somewhere, and I have the neck of it. It's sitting by my bed actually. The neck's like, hey, if you break into my house, that's probably where you're gonna get hit.
Fair warning.
Yeah.
Forewarned is forearmed.
Yeah.
You're gonna get whacked with a P bass head. Steve, what was your first guitar?
So my first guitar was my first electric was a Yamaha Pacifica that we had around the house. It was always there with a little Peavey Rage amp.
Yeah.
And that's like really boring when you're 5 years old.
Yeah.
Until I found the overdrive button. I was like, oh, all right, this is cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, Peavey, and then I got like a Squier Telly. Mowed some lawns or something and got a Squier Telly. Yeah, so Telecaster, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to go into terra incognita. I'm not a drummer. So Wade, what's your rig like right now? So
It's just a lead. Well, it was a Ludwig 3-piece.
okay.
I have another set, and I stole the floor tom from that, so I made this a 4-piece now.
Okay.
So extra floor tom.
I can't ask you all like the detailed questions about drums. Like specific symbols or anything like that. I know that.
Just Sabian pretty much all around, except
Okay.
for my ride is a cheap Tama ride that they don't even make anymore. But
Yeah. What are you gonna do if that breaks? I mean, can you break a ride cymbal? I guess.
They do break, but
Yeah.
ride cymbals, they're so thick that
Okay.
honestly, I don't know if you heard of like a Sizzler, like from an old like 50s band, but when they crack, they kind of sound like a Sizzler. So
Okay.
I always wanted to get a Sizzler. But
Now help me out here. The Sizzler was the cymbal that had like the little.
it's like a little rivet.
Like those little rivets.
Yeah.
Our garage band back when I was in high school, our
They're very expensive.
drummer had I think he had a hand-me-down set from his uncle or something that had a sizzler. We just said it was the rivet cymbal.
Mhm.
So, I mean, are you partial to Ludwig, or is it just like?
So both my kits are Ludwig.
Yeah.
My snares, I have one Tama snare, and my two other ones are Pork Pie, and then I do have a Black Panther.
Okay. All right. Sticks.
ProMark. ProMark,
Okay.
or anything that's made of wood
Okay.
and not broken.
Okay. So that was pretty cool. I love talking gear, except I'm not a big. I don't know what I don't know about drums. So but I do know a little bit about fishing. So we'll have to talk offline about fishing.
Separate podcast.
I don't know anything. Oh yeah, we could do a fishing podcast. Yeah, what the heck? There you go.
You're driving yourself up for that one.
drumming and fishing. So we're kind of winding things down. Anything that we didn't talk about that you guys want to mention? Anything we missed is like, man, I wish you would have asked me that.
I would put out there that like if you are looking for gigs and information, our website is www.LoBrauMusic.com. So
Okay. And you're on the Facebook?
we're on Facebook, and you can go there and find all of our platform links as well.
Okay.
Yeah, just all that stuff, and then like also our new album and the first one is now on Spotify and all that stuff.
Okay.
So get on there and give it a listen.
Where's your next? So you're taking the month of April off.
We actually have a show tomorrow.
What?
Yeah.
Where are you at? Oh, Nori Hookies.
Nori
Yes.
Hookies, yeah.
Yes. What is that? Is that like a fire company? Or
Fire
It is, but
company,
it's open
yeah.
to the public.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can come down for the gig, and they'll let you in.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that's tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, what, the 25th
Yep.
of March?
March 25th.
Yeah.
Well, this will air next week, or this will drop next week, so that gig is over. But
That'll be
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So we'll be back in like in April, and then coming back strong in May. So
Well, we put out the gig guide, but I'll make sure I mention you guys on not only the radio show, but also make sure we highlight you guys on.
I'd just also like to say thank you so much for having us and for doing the radio show, for playing us on the show. Your show's great, and we really love being a part of it, so thank you.
Well, you guys have been a big part of this, and I forget how you reached out to me, or if I reached out. I think you reached out to me because I had no clue where you guys were. Sorry. But I've jumped on the bandwagon and I'm a big fan. But I just appreciate you sending the stuff up here for me to play, and it just knocked me out.
Absolutely,
and,
man.
So I'm listening to this, and I was like, okay, I gotta go see them live. So I went down to Ripstein, so I was like, okay, these guys are the real deal. The other thing is Ludwig, Fender, Gibson, Fender. You guys are you're not old school, but you're traditionalists, man. That's I like it.
Absolutely,
I like it.
yeah.
So all right. So we're gonna play out with "Call My Guitar." Anything about this song that you wanna tee up? Go ahead, man. I'll tee.
This is
Yeah.
about this song. I mean, really, all I can think about is how he wrote it, which is hilarious because basically, him and I were in a band that broke up, so we wrote a song, nothing to do with the situation, but we just kept writing. And so, like, this song kind of, like, wallowed around forever. It's kind of like Sheeple was a played song, but this was a song that was written but never played at all until, I think, this band finally.
Right, so we wrote it and just had it sitting around, and then it found its home here.
Yeah, it was like 2012 when that song was written.
Okay. Well, that's my favorite song off the album, so I'm glad we're ending this podcast with "Call My Guitar" from Spruce Street, from LoBrau. We have been talking with Steve George and Hoy Riegel?
Yep.
Riegel and Wade Fausey. Wade as in waiting to go out and go fishing, correct?
Yeah.
Yes. These guys are the real deal. Get out and see them. Pick up their album, Spruce Street. And we're going to go out with "Call My Guitar." Thank you guys for coming up, and we'll see you out there. All right. We'll see you next time on the Rec Room Radio Hour podcast.
Every day, and if I bring in another, she don't get mad, still wants to play. I'm so crazy about her, she will always stay. 'Cause I found a match made in heaven, and she won't go away. I call my guitar. weather that won't make me run for cover. I call my guitar.
All My Guitar off of Spruce Street by LoBrau. Man, we had a great time talking with Hoy, Steve, and Wade, and they're just a great bunch of guys, very down to earth, and if you want a good show of diverse covers and original stuff, go see LoBrau. Check out their social media and their Facebook page. As always, thank you for listening to the Rec Room Radio Hour podcast. If you see fit, head on over to wxpiradio.org and leave a small contribution to the station so we can keep doing what we're doing here for the music in central Susquehanna Valleys. Oh, man. Okay, until the next episode, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and neighbors, don't fret. Stay tuned and play nice. Until next time, bye-bye.